All right. A little corrosion preventative. I hear clicking because I don't have a good enough connection, or probably that didn't look very promising. Okay. Let's see if the trim's working or not. Well, that's good. At least it's clicking. I wonder if this don't have enough juice. Enough to do more than click, but let's get the charger and get it on here. All right, we're gonna pull out these plugs because I noticed I pulled this one out, but I noticed this one. Where are we here? Cracky. It's got a crack all the way up through it, so that's not going to be very good. A couple cracks, and then this one here broken. To get the other half out, I think I got to get some sort of extension or something. I'll show you what's going on. It's down here. Snapped right off. To get in there on an angle. That one doesn't look too bad. It's not cracked, it's not broken. All right, so the main problem that I'm having right now is the engine is not moving. I don't want to break anything, but if I can work it. Oh, please don't break anything. Oh, oh, there we go. Oh man, that engine was seized up. Good, 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 good. Oh, I can hear something nasty. Sounds like rust. Oh my word. Okay, now we're cooking. Wonder if some water got in those cylinders. They were rusted hard. All right, so let's see. That's not gonna do any good, but let's see if it's actually, it'll spin over now that we loosened it up by hand. We're getting there. Whew, good. All right, we're back to cranking. Okay, so the other thing we gotta do is this. Now this accidentally got left in this bucket, which was half full of water, so that's great. I don't know if this one's the new one or not. I just want to see if the motor spins. This one clicks, but nothing happens. No noise seems to happen besides the clicking. Anyways, so I'm going to. Oops. So this motor was, I think that's the one. I think that motor was locked up. Okay, so this is the electric motor that turns the hydraulic pump for the trim, but you can see those brushes are stuck really bad. Okay, so I got one cleaned up really well. That is what you want right there. It should spring right back every time, not like, see, that didn't spring back all the way. You want it to spring like snap back to keep constant pressure on the center shaft here, which fits up through and rubs. That surface rubs on this right here. So I'm going to do that to the rest of them and see how it goes. Okay, so now all of them are springing back nice. Just getting that corrosion off. They are all pressing out nice. So I'm gonna put this back together, and this goes down through through here, which is why you want to clean these bolts up, because they are your contact to the other side, and they touch these. And this one here also goes there like that. Okay, so that's back together. We're moving back to the engine, and we're gonna put some spark plugs to replace those two cracked ones. Okay, so here I'm hooking up a test light. This is for checking to see if power is getting to the spark plug. Okay. Away. Okay. All right, go ahead. Okay, so the test light did not light up, which means something on the other side of it is not working. So we're going to replace the distributor cap, the points and condenser, and a new coil, and that should freshen things up. So here we're replacing the distributor cap, and I'm just making sure that I put all the wires in the correct spot on the new cap. You don't want to get these out of order, because you'll have problems. So the last wire that goes in the center of the cap connects to the new coil that we're going to install now.
Okay, good. Fits.
Now that the coil is installed, we're going to move along to the points and condenser. So changing out the points and condenser is pretty simple. It's kind of interesting. I wish I had gotten a better shot of it so you could see more of what I'm doing, but there's other videos on YouTube that explain it pretty well, but ultimately it just sends spark to the spark plug. Okay, so we are moving on to the carburetor now. I know I'm jumping around a lot, but this motor, keep in mind, has not run in about 15 years. So a little shot of ether down in the carburetor. Now that we have spark, let's see if it'll fire up. See if it fires. Okay, so this is pretty cool. It's actually trying to fire. So we'll shoot it again and see if it'll fire again, but I don't think it's getting any gas at this point from the actual gas tank. Uh-oh. This one? Okay, so I think we're gonna take this apart here and see. I mean, fuel goes up through here or something. Maybe the tank's empty. I did drain it. I don't remember. I thought I put gas in it, but maybe I didn't. Okay, so I took this off. I'm at the carburetor now. I took this off and I turned the engine over, and it doesn't seem to be getting any fuel up to the carburetor. So that goes down to this little pump thing. I unbolted one side. You can hear a little, like a pumping sound, which follows this hose back and to here. And I took this off, goes down into the tank. I accidentally broke that piece right there. This is what was in there. It's like there was like a spring and a ball and a fitting. So I'll have to, it just got weak and broke off. So I'll have to get a new one of those, get that old piece out of there and hook it back up in there. But from there we come over to here. I'm guessing this pumps fuel up here as the engine turns over somehow. And this line looks like it's crusty or full of something too, and it looks like it's probably needs to be replaced. It comes up to the back of the carburetor. I've never worked on a boat motor before, so I don't know, but it all seems pretty straightforward. Like, that makes sense. That should be a pump. So I'll take that off. We'll see what's going on with it. Maybe there's it looks like maybe there's a rubber, like a baffle or something in there that, maybe it's got a hole in it or dry rotted or something. But let's take a look. Okay, so I took it off. That's the little foot inside the motor that must press up and down. The gas that came out of here smells like deer urine. Oh man, it's so old and nasty. And I cut that little hose off, and that thing looks like it's plugged solid. The other end had junk in it too. I just cut it off. It's pretty stiff, but it's full of junk. So that probably can't be good either. I don't know if it's like a breather or what it does, but so we'll need to look into this next because this isn't doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, so here we go. That piece broke off in there the other day, so we got to take that out. But first, some parts came in for the broken one. Looks like the right one. I hope. Should fit in there, but we got to get that piece out that broke off in there. And it's got a little check ball in there, just like the other one, and a little spring. And it keeps, once the fuel goes past this point, it can't go back into the tank, so it won't drain back. There's the old ball from the other one. All right. And that should be the right size. Yep. Perfect. Okay, cool. All right, so a little too deep. So we're going to modify this a little bit. So let's chop it up and make it work. Still hot. Very hot. Come on, baby. We're gonna have to replace this one too. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. He's pretty disfigured. Brake lines, fuel lines, water lines. Touch them and after that, it's just never right again. I think those threads might be okay. They're a little boogered, but I think they'll be okay. I don't know. little screen in the end of that. All right, so that's essentially what's supposed to happen. I think it's going to work. We'll have to leak test it, and I should probably take it back off and put some pipe dope on it, for sure. I'm gonna go get some pipe dope. Should be pretty good stuff. Done. All right, let's see what happens. Take this top off so I can see, maybe. All right. Got some more parts came in. And we had some pretty heavy rain the other night. Okay, so I have been cranking this thing over and fuel is not coming out the top here. I disconnected it from the carburetor. Let's see if we can get a better view there. No fuel will come out of there. So this pump is not pumping for some reason. Something's not working right. I don't know if you can see this, but let's see if I can get it to focus. Wrong direction. There's like gel down in there. I don't know what that is. But this is, I think this is supposed to be like a filter of some kind, and it is pretty whooped, I would guess. I mean, just based on all the flakiness around it. So, what they have for us to replace it is this thing. Okay, we got a new filter in there. We're good to go. Let's see if she'll pump up. Oh, yeah! Awesome. All right. Well, we definitely got fuel up here now. Let's get this thing back in there. Okay, so at this point, I gotta wonder, what am I doing wrong? Am I not, is there something I'm missing while I go to start the machine, or is there, like, am I not, I don't know, is there a choke or something that I'm missing? I've never messed with boats much, so I don't know. And I think we're gonna have to rebuild that carburetor, so I'll order a carburetor kit, and there's just, I was kind of hoping it would maybe just sputter or kind of try to fire and then rebuild, but it doesn't look like it wants to at all. Maybe the float's stuck. Who knows if it's even getting gas. So if there's anything I'm missing or anything boat guys know that I am missing, let me know in the comments, because I'd like to get this boat in the water this year if we can before it starts getting cold. But anyways, thanks for watching. I should end it here because this is getting long. And we'll pick up back up where we left off here. We'll get the new carb kit in it. And you guys, if you want to follow the progress of this boat, you know, subscribe, like, and subscribe, and let me know what you think. And if anybody has anything helpful, let me know in the comments. I could really use a hand at this point. So again, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and someday we'll get this thing in the water.